One day, while still annoyed, Ibu felt a sudden stomachache and rushed to the public toilet. When he got there, he realized someone was already inside the men's section. Desperate and unable to wait, he quickly swapped the signs for the male and female toilets and entered the women's restroom. Moments later, a lady walked into what she thought was the women's toilet but found a man inside. She began shouting, accusing him of being in the wrong place. The man insisted she was the one who entered the wrong toilet, claiming the signs had been changed. As the two of them fought and argued loudly, Ibu quietly sneaked out and disappeared. Back at the workshop, Ibu lay on the ground with Muo while fixing a car. Instead of paying attention, Muo was busy staring at a woman standing nearby. Annoyed, Ibu knocked him on the head and warned him to focus. Another day, a customer came looking for Ibu, but he was not around. Muo boldly claimed he could repair the car himself. Though the customer was suspicious, Muo convinced him. Unfortunately, instead of fixing the car, Muo damaged it badly. The car that had driven into the workshop could no longer start. The angry customer threatened to call the police if the car was not repaired. When Ibu returned and heard what happened, he scolded Muo harshly, reminding him never to touch any car in his absence. Suddenly, Muo spotted the customer returning with the police. Father and son immediately ran for their lives. Later that day, Ibu boarded a bus heading home and sat next to a beautiful woman. They struck up a conversation and soon discovered they were neighbors heading to the same bus stop. Feeling generous, Ibu even offered to pay her fare. When they arrived and stepped down, the woman revealed she was disabled. Shocked and confused, Ibu lied that he had made a mistake with his stop and quickly jumped back into the bus, abandoning her. 17 years after his wife's death, Ibu told his friend Ndukwe that it was time to remarry. He gave very strange specifications. The woman must be fat, full of stretch marks, and snore loudly so her snoring would scare witches away. Meanwhile, Muo was staying with his aunt and uncle, who constantly beat him. One day, they accused him of eating all the meat in the pot. Muo claimed a mysterious big animal in the kitchen ate it. His uncle didn't believe him and joined in beating him. Later that morning, as the uncle prepared for work and wore his shoes, a rat trap inside snapped on his toes. He screamed in pain, and Muo calmly claimed he had been trying to trap the rat that ate the meat. Ndukwe eventually introduced a woman to Ibu. She was exactly his type, and he was very excited. As they walked together, the woman suddenly fainted. It turned out she had epilepsy. Frightened, Ibu ran away again. Muo's uncle finally got tired of his behavior and took him back to his father's house. Ibu was not home, and the door was locked, so Muo cleverly entered through the window. Later that night, Ibu returned home drunk and went straight to bed. While sleeping, he felt someone touching him. Terrified, he saw Muo beside him and screamed while running away. Muo, equally scared, ran after him. When Ibu realized it was his son, they talked. Muo explained everything, but Ibu didn't believe his rat story, insisting the thief was his size. A few days later, Muo brought his girlfriend home and claimed the house was his. When Ibu knocked, Muo panicked and hid the girl inside a drum, covering her with clothes. Ibu entered and complained about the delay. Muo pretended he had been sleeping and suddenly claimed there was a snake inside the drum. Ibu suggested they take the drum outside and kill the snake. When Ibu went to get a machete, Muo's girlfriend escaped. Ibu returned ready to strike, while Muo laughed at how foolish he had made his father look. Another day, Muo tricked Ibu into wearing a new pair of trousers immediately after washing them because they were labelled wash and wear. Ibu walked around town in wet trousers while people laughed. His friend Azu later explained the real meaning of the label. Realizing he had been tricked, Ibu beat Muo. Still, Muo continued his mischief. When Ibu punished him again, Muo cried outside. A concerned woman asked what happened, and Muo lied that his son had been involved in an accident. The woman began crying, only for the injured son to walk past them. Shocked, everyone stared as Muo told her it was a lesson to mind her business. Muo later took Ibu to the police station for child abuse. Ibu bribed the police to secure his release, only to discover that Muo had planned everything with them and shared the bribe. Eventually, Ibu got a job driving a church bus after a pastor healed a disabled beggar he had been using to beg for money. Though the bus constantly broke down and passengers complained, Ibu managed. During one trip, the bus broke down repeatedly, and when the tyres went flat, angry passengers demanded refunds. Muo ran away, leaving Ibu to face the crowd. In the end, Ibu finally married the woman of his dreams. However, peace never came. Every time he tried to be intimate with his wife, Muo would wake up in the middle of the night, turn on the television, and sit watching. This constantly ruined the moment, leaving Ibu frustrated and angry. And that is how Ibu's life continued, full of struggle, laughter, and endless trouble caused by his troublesome son.